Ladies and gentlemen, I am your Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord Nuthor 7, and we are watching a very dangerous situation ongoing in Northern California as the campfire in Paradise has erupted and in 12 hours has burned 25 acres. I'm going to hold off on my volcano talk because right now what we need to do is make sure that we get people to safety. And I gotta say, I'm very proud of James Woods, who has put aside all of his political differences to help people in the area get out of the way. And I highly suggest all Americans come together to help your fellow American family. But I do want to say, as someone who's been predicting volcano eruptions in California for 2 years, this looks like a volcano, man. Look at how much smoke it puts out in a short amount of time. And as someone noted in one of the comments, it doesn't have a vegetation, put out that much smoke. And we have had erupting volcanoes in Guatemala and Mexico. Plus, you had 8 volcanoes erupt yesterday in the East Pacific, and California is on the ring of fire. Another thing, if you are paying attention and need this important information for you or your friends, I highly recommend Lee Wheelbarger. I'll leave a link in the information box. He is doing a live broadcast. He has 5 different feeds up. He is doing an excellent job of putting out information as it comes in. So if you need a live feed, he's doing an excellent job, and I highly recommend it. Now, we are getting over to, as you can see, it has put out an incredible amount of smoke in a very short amount of time. We're looking at the before and after, a mile from his cousin's home. They're waiting to hear if their house is gone. Any hatters in Boot County, I hope y'all are safe. But that was Paradise before, and this is Paradise now. And I've been asking Americans to come together, put aside their differences, to prepare for these earth weather changes for 6 years. And a giant burning fire in Paradise is about as big a signal as you're going to get. And all we've been getting signals for 6 years. Paul Diano, that's not Carl the Fog, it's smoke. The layer isn't that thick, but man, you'll feel it in your lungs if outside for just a few minutes. Stay indoors if possible this evening. Welcome to Paradise, or what's left of it. This is the main drag in town. Every time we drive through, though, we see more businesses in flames. I mean, it's a pretty dangerous, very bad situation. Adrian Sillyputty, taken from live map at link attached and annotated. The town of Paradise is enveloped. That is a button of the live fires that are going on. I believe this page here, the live map of the campfire in Boot County, is in Northern California. Now, I don't want to get this wrong, but I think Lee had mentioned that at night, fires burn uphill, and at day, they burn downhill. During the night, it's downhill. And so everybody in the near area really needs to pay attention if you are anywhere close, because this fire is spreading fast. Luckily got out. I hope everyone else got out too. The whole fucking town is gone. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible, the images that are coming out of here and the actual situation. And these are human beings, though the media and social media has been programming us to not care about our fellow man. I highly recommend now is the time to care about your Earth family. Right now, the fire has 0% containment. LA late breaking news: Campfire, Boot County fire evacuation orders. Leave now. And I recommend if you are close to this storm, especially overnight, I would choose safety. Go stay with a friend south or north. Philip Pepin, smoke from the California fire has now made it as far south as Monterey, California. Here was the view leaving the office today just before sunset. No clouds in the sky, but a thick layer of smoke from an overhead band that continues to propagate south. I mean, and it's an astronomical amount of smoke. So I know that I've offended people who don't believe in volcanoes, even though we had scientists tell us that they found like 20 extra super tons of magma under Yellowstone, or there are 18 volcanoes in California that are on, if I have my math correct, high alert for possible volcano eruption. I guess with science talking about carbon all the time, nonstop, the only thing people are geared to believe in is carbon and not volcanoes. The Campfire in Paradise, California, has blown up to 20,000 acres and has destroyed dozens of homes and businesses within a matter of hours. This fire is 0% contained. And I showed on here, we will watch how fast this thing erupts. And just, look at that. I've never seen anything like that. Never. I mean, it is defying physics of a basic wildfire, in my opinion. We'll look at it one more time, and just that is incredible. And so I would say definitely the area is in danger, as that fire will continue to spread at incredible rates. I guess I'm going to keep talking about volcanoes. I just won't put it in the title because I want to point out here again. Here's this giant heat pressure bubble that has been out over California forever. And watch how it clears away all clouds, all chemtrails, all anything. Look at the pressure right there. Watch it towards the end. Totally clear everything out. Look at that. That's incredible. Fire burns downhill at night. Just learned crucial info. I encourage people to learn. Hey, me too. Be prepared. I encourage that as well. Also practice evacuating, especially if you have large animals. And don't forget your animals. They're people too. Hey, I mean, if the Supreme Court is going to say corporations are people, and I'm going to say animals are people. Also practice being cool and kind when you can. It's difficult, often next to impossible, when you don't have plenty of time. And here's a before and after of what Paradise looked like before today. And this is what it looks like just hours ago. I mean, if 27 was a dumpster fire, 2018 is a house fire. And like I said, Lee is doing an excellent job, and I will leave a link to him for people who need to find up-to-date information. And yes, please, people, help each other. Put aside differences to help each other. It's now or never. We need to come together as a team, just like the X-Men. They're all diverse. They're all weird. They all believe in different things. But they all recognize that we are one family, and that united we stand. Divided we fall, drowned, and burn up in the volcano. So I just want to say God bless everyone. Lee is doing an excellent job, as are, I'm sure, many people in the truth community on this situation. I will keep you guys updated. And everybody stay cool. But, that's defying physics, how a fire like that can put out that much smoke that fast. And if you watched volcano eruption videos, that looks exactly like that. And I want to remind people, And if you can't handle, you're talking about volcanoes, then you may not want to watch this part. Remind people the last time a volcano, that's the California volcano range. Right? You see that? And where's the one I always use? Here. And that the last time a volcano erupted in California was in 1915, only 103 years ago. And that 200 years ago, you had 7 volcanoes erupting from Washington all the way down into California. And Lesson Peak, right there, is only about 30 or 40 miles away from where the fire is burning. So this is a dangerous situation, but it is one that will continue to ongoing. And this could become the worst fire in California history, beating out the fire that happened earlier this year that became the worst fire in California history. Everybody stay cool. God bless everyone, and help out your fellow man and woman when you can. Stay cool.